This is the 2012 Jeep Compass, the 2.4 liter all-wheel drive. I'm replacing the thermostat housing, and then while I'm doing that, I'm replacing the two thermostats. There's two thermostats on these Jeeps, so I'm replacing both of them. And then I also will probably replace the coolant temperature sensor that will go in there when I take it out. Then there's hose that'll be on there. That's just your sensors, or yeah, the thermostat's gonna go. And then yeah, you got a hose, and filter. Yeah, so it's gonna go. All right, so it's right down here. You got like that box here. Just get this out of the way, and then I'm gonna remove the battery just so I don't mess with it. And then you want to drain the coolant down here is how you're supposed to do it. Back up in there, there's like the thing, but I'm just going, you can make sure to push that down. You're gonna have to add coolant. Yeah, because I'm having an overheating issue. So the thermostat's down in there. I'm gonna take this off, and then this sensor, you're gonna wanna, yeah, you pull that back and pop that off, and then so I'm gonna unscrew this and then unscrew that and take this off. So this box needs to come up and get out of the way. I mean, you wouldn't really have to, but yeah, remove. This is already, I don't know, I'm missing a screw here, so I'm gonna have to re-add it. I don't know what the fuck happened to that. So that's gotta be removed, and then these clamps, and then this screw. You probably could just pop it up once you got that off and this off and the connector, and pop it up and just hang this over. But I'm just gonna remove the wire here. That wire is looking a little tight there. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm gonna remove this and then pop this off. Yeah, so I ended up, push that in. I already popped it off. You see how it just pulled right off. You just don't want to pinch this wire or these, so you should do this first. But yeah, take these. These will just pull right off once you lift up the lever, and then unscrew the screws to remove this here. And then there's that air hose too that's holding me up that I gotta take off right here. Pop that off. All right, so this is what I'm looking at here. I got this here. So I gotta take off those two clamps that are gonna go on here. And that tube's gonna have to come off, and coolant is gonna go, and then there too, that's the bottom one. You see how there's like coolant down in there? Yeah, that's, can't quite tell. It's plastic housing. I think it's a little wet right there. I can see the fluid. I don't know. Well, I'm changing it. I have the part. I have thermostats. My mechanic told me this is bad, so I'm changing it. So what I'm doing? What am I doing? Taking those hoses off first on the rear. This kind of, you can just move that out of the way. And then there's the sensor there, coolant temperature sensor. It's gonna have to be removed too. All right, so I popped the hose coming from the radiator off of that top one there, just so I remember how to get it back in. And then coolant came out of that because I didn't drain it. I'm gonna clean this up though after. So next, I'm taking that hose off right there. All right, so took the hose off of there. And I just bent it down to let it drain. Right there. So it's draining out. Tried to not get it on the electrical, but I did a little bit. So that bottom one's off to that bottom one. That top one to the top one. And now I'm taking off the back two. There's that plastic piece. See that bolt there? That screws into the thermostat housing. It's like a thing on that. I can see a little gap, but I didn't want to tighten them screws any more than I did. I didn't want it to break, so hopefully that's tight enough. The hose is back on. Yeah, this clamp's tightened. Yeah, that hose is back in. So I think I'm good to put the battery in, and then add some more coolant. Alrighty, I'm putting the battery in. So yeah, I'm just taking out those two screws, and then I remove the third one down there behind that fucking thing. Yeah, right there. Yeah, remove those, and then it should pull right off. More coolant will probably drip out. You could put like a rag down too, would help.